On the 10th of June 1934, Italy lifted the second FIFA World Cup. On home soil at the Stadio Nazionale PNF in Rome, the Azzurri beat Czechoslovakia 2-1 after extra time to record a first World Cup for their country. However, England and the fellow home nations refused to enter, and so, on the 14th of November 1934, a different World Cup final would take place. Benito Mussolini took control of Italy in 1922 as Prime Minister, and by 1925 he established a fascist dictatorship. Mussolini was known as Il Duce, and the cult of the Duce played a prominent role in Italian society. A major role in this cult was sport. Mussolini seen it as expressing fascism's demand for individual dedication to the greater collective need. The success of the 1934 World Cup had given Mussolini great pleasure, fulfilling his order that was given to all sports competitors. Remember, when you compete abroad, the honour and sporting prestige of the nation is entrusted to your muscles, and above all, your spirit. Therefore, when England agreed to host the Italian national team in November 1934, the game was significantly built up as a massive clash. England's captain that day, Eddie Hapgood, recalled how it was billed as the most important match that has been played anywhere in the world since the Great War. With England's rejection of the World Cup outright and the FA chairman Charles Sutcliffe branding the tournament a joke, the prospect of unofficially taking the crown from Mussolini's champions was tantalising. England included 7 Arsenal players in their starting 11. Herbert Chapman's side had proven to be the dominant domestic force in the 1930s. Italy, meanwhile, included 9 of their World Cup final starters. While their tournament top scorer Angelo Schiavio missed out, stars such as Internazionale's Giuseppe Meazza and Juventus's Mimmo Orsi did take to the field at Arsenal's Highbury Stadium in front of over 50,000 spectators. Within minutes, the tone of the game was set, Hapgood calling it the dirtiest football match I've ever played in. Italian centre-half Luis Monti broke his foot just 2 minutes in, and with no substitutes permitted, he bravely played on for a quarter of an hour. His decision to continue potentially damaged his side though. Eric Brook headed in after 3 minutes before adding his second, a free kick, after 10 minutes. In the 12th minute, Arsenal's Ted Drake had surely won the game as he scored at the second time of asking, following incessant pressure from the hosts. The half-time 3-0 lead was too much for the Italian visitors to overcome. Adapting to playing with 10 men due to the loss of Monti, they were able to show their credentials as world champions, fighting back splendidly. Centre-forward Meazza scored a brace, but it was not enough to topple the English, and a significant victory was recorded with a final score of 3-2. Both sides were left counting the costs of injuries. Hapgood, Drake, Cliff Baston, Ray Bowden and Wilf Copping were just a few of the players who missed some time after the gruelling match. The wider importance of the Battle of Highbury was this game's impact on the attitude of the home nations to join the FIFA World Cup. If the current title holders could be dispatched, then why did England need to bother with the risk of letting their self-proclaimed crown slip every 4 years at the so-called World Championships? Following the game, the Italians were dubbed the Lions of Highbury, having successfully gained everyone's respect by playing so long with 10 men and very nearly levelling the game from 3-0 down. The remainder of the 1930s would see Italy dominate international football. Pozzo's WW or Metodo formation would see them earn a gold medal in 1936 and successfully defend their World Cup in 1938. Unfortunately, this would be the final World Cup before an even greater battle began. Thank you so much for watching this video by the Football History Boys. If you really enjoyed it, please consider buying our books, Football's 50 Most Important Moments and the History of Football in 90 Minutes. There's more to come from us in 2025, so please consider supporting us by going to buymeacoffee.com. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.